With forward Kurtis, Gabriel, as we recap the 2021-2022 season for your Rockford IceHogs exit interview day. Kurtis, looking back at the year that was for you, and we've caught up a few times here before of coming over in the trade with Toronto to the IceHogs and jumping right into the thick of things. But we were just overhearing conversations. You brought an energy that was unmatched in that IceHog locker room, positivity across the board. But when you look back at your season that was, what do you see?
No, it was just a lot of stuff that I haven't experienced yet, and this is my 8th year pro, so I feel like can't have many more things to check off my list. So definitely new experiences learned, but to come here, from an organization that had kind of a lot of guys like me in the minors, to come here and we just kind of had me and Ozzy, you kind of felt like a little more valued a bit, be part of the team, get into a playoff kind of race, just know you're playing. It was really nice to be with a group of guys that were a lot of fun to play with, and you just wanted to win with. That's what makes hockey special. You could say all the other things do it, but to play with a group of guys that you get to know, that's what's the best part about hockey. So,
where did you see the biggest growth was for yourself and this team in that locker room? I know you weren't here at the beginning of the year, but there's a lot of different guys from different backgrounds, college, juniors, overseas. Some were rookies, some had a little bit of experience, but it's hard to get everybody working together and pulling together on the same rope. Where did you see the biggest growth in this team this year?
Probably, yeah, just we're so young, and all the young guys just learning to know what a kind of a grind is. And I was kind of going through it with them because I never made the playoffs, so it was kind of weird that I'm 8th year pro and these guys are like 20 doing the same thing that I'm doing. But I think they learned, just the mental aspect of the game is everything. Everybody here can skate, everybody can shoot, everybody can play. So learning how to be emotionally and in your life holistically kind of on top of your game, I think that's what really leads to guys playing well. And I think guys start to see that, learn from maybe the older guys. Life's not all about hockey, have a good perspective on it, and usually things work out.
Well, you're that ball positive energy too, and you've had the experience. How much of that did you convey on some of these younger guys too? Because you're the man with the wisdom in that locker room. You've seen a lot of things, experienced a lot of things, and I'm sure a lot of guys were leaning on you to help get them through grinds of 15 games in 30 days or almost back-to-back 4 games in 5-day stretches. I mean, there was a lot of eye-opening moments for probably a lot of these youngsters.
Yeah, but you try to learn to not talk too much, because if you talk too much, you kind of tune you out. So I've also been that guy that thought I had it all figured out, and here I am 29 and I am still figuring it all out, and that's the key, to know that you still have to figure it out. So I try not to. You can't lead a horse to water. I don't think you can really make it drink. It's kind of hard sometimes. So just kind of live it, and they ask questions, you let them know, but try to let them figure it out a bit on their own.
Well, you brought the energy, you brought the physical play, but you also found the back of the net and picked up some points here. And you relied upon heavily in the postseason. For you, I mean, how did you embrace that role with the Rockford IceHogs, knowing that guys were looking for you both on and off the ice to provide that spark of energy?
Yeah, I wish I could do it more. Obviously, there's a 10-fight rule, so that limits how much energy I can bring. I have to temper that.
It's not necessarily just the fights, but it's everything you bring.
It's a lot to do with it. That's how I got here, was fighting my way here. So I'm not lost on that. But of course, the other parts of my game you try to work on, and even for myself, it feels like you have more value when you can do that more often. That's kind of like my role, me and Ozzy. So no, trying to grow my game, trying to always get better. There's always something to work on. There's always something to find a way to improve on for next year. So you can't do this forever. So just trying to enjoy that, and who knows how much longer you play.
You mentioned 29 years old, going into the offseason, coming up on year number 30 as an individual. But what's the offseason hold for you? What's the training regiment look like for you getting ready for another season?
Yeah, I have no clue, because I've never been in a playoff race like that, for a while. So usually I know when my season's going to end, and you have stuff planned out for the summer, but I have nothing planned, and I think that's kind of a good thing. Just go with the flow, spend a lot of time with my girlfriend and stuff, more about her now. My job's not as important right now, so just relax and see where it takes me.
Any fun vacation destinations? I know you mentioned Toronto earlier, going back home. But
she wants Greece, but that's a hike, so I don't know if we're going to get that done. Turks and Caicos, maybe. I'd like to go somewhere, maybe, but we'll see.
Can I stow away in your carry-on?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Thanks, Kurtis.
Need lots more fun. More fun, more people, more fun.